In the distant reaches of galaxies, extraterrestrial invaders are actively at work, and thrice daily, a peculiar flash pulses across our sky. This enigmatic phenomenon surpasses the combined power of all the nuclear weapons on Earth, yet it was not crafted by human hands. Should one of these flashes occur in close proximity to our planet, it has the potential to obliterate all life. There you have it. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Most people on Earth don't know about the possible dangers in space. Imagine this. A huge star explodes in our galaxy, the Milky Way, sending a deadly burst of energy hurtling toward our planet. This is a gamma-ray burst, which is the biggest blast since the Big Bang. There are no signs that something bad is about to happen, and then it strikes the radiation that is pumped up, heats up the high atmosphere. Our layer of ozone heats up across the atmosphere. Human beings burn to death from radiation 100 times the fatal dose when the ozone layer gets thinner. Temperatures rise all over the world. This makes storms, tsunamis, and hurricanes happen. Most life on the surfaces of land and water incinerated. This may sound like science fiction, but if a gamma ray birthed from 100 light-years away hit Earth, it could happen. Gamma-ray bursts are the brightest blasts in the universe. They must have a huge amount of power because they're so far away and yet still so bright. As much energy as the sun will give off in its full 10 billion year life. We know there are many planets and many stars in the universe. So gamma-ray burst could have wiped out a lot of different cultures. In the 1960s, this strange blast of radiation was first seen at first because these gamma-ray bursts are so bright. Most scientists thought they came from our own galaxy, the Milky Way. There are a few reasons for that. One of them is that if they're outside the galaxy, the energy is almost too much to believe. But back then, even the most powerful telescopes couldn't figure out where they were or how far away they were. Because the burst only lasted a few seconds and then went away. But then scientists started to wonder about their afterglow. Most blasts in space leave a glowing trail behind that can last for days or even weeks. In the late 1990s, satellites with better optics and X-ray monitors were finally able to catch the afterglow of a gamma-ray bursts. It became clear that gamma-ray bursts actually came from outside our galaxy, millions and billions of light-years away. So their power had to be really out of this world. The brightness of the gamma-ray burst is the same as that of 1,000,000 trillion suns. This huge explosion could wipe out all life on Earth. But why do they happen? We are very sure that a common gamma-ray burst is caused by the death of a star. That is at least 10 times the mass of the sun. And these kinds of star aren't very common. When a very big star dies, it falls apart and forms a black hole. Black holes are made when a mass of matter shrinks to a point where it is so dense that light can't get out, but experts think that some of the star resists getting sucked into the center of the black hole. As a result, a high-speed spinning disk of matter forms around it in a matter of seconds. Plasma jets shoot out from the poles where it spins. These beams of energy unleash dangerous gamma rays into space. At the same time, the gamma-ray bursts are rejected. The collapsing star explodes or goes supernova to the extreme. Gamma-ray bursts are so bright because they take a huge amount of power and focus it on a very small area of the sky. Only one of every 300 gamma-ray bursts is directed toward us, so we only see one of those 300. Even if a gamma-ray burst happened, not 100 but 1,000 light-years away, the Earth could still be destroyed in a way that is similar to the end of the world. If a gamma-ray burst happens within 100 light-years off the Earth, then it would be approximately 500 times brighter than the sun and made in gamma rays. The energy sent to the high atmosphere of Earth would be the same as if 100,000 megatons of nuclear bombs went off. The ozone would be depleted. We'd have acid rain, but we'd also have flash burns, incineration of vegetation, perhaps something resembling nuclear weather. So many species could go extinct all over the world. Now, the other side of the Earth would be a special place to be. Because gamma rays don't go through the Earth, so you wouldn't get flash burned if you were there. However, the repercussions of altering the atmospheric composition and ozone depletion would ultimately come to the other side, and there nobody knows what will happen. This nightmare scenario has a 1 in a trillion probability of occurring once in Earth's history. It's going to be a nasty day if you get caught in the beam. For the reason that this is extremely powerful radiation, you don't want to be in the vicinity of this sort of energy, since it has the potential to break down your own molecules. Currently, there is no way to protect humanity against gamma-ray bursts that occur in close proximity to Earth. They move at the rate of 186,000 miles per second, or the speed of light. By the time we detected them, they would have already struck our planet. Gamma rays bursts could pose a hazard to the Earth or to anything living that came within their born sight. Astronomers think that gamma ray bursts could be the cause of some mass extinctions on Earth. The one that happened 450 million years ago and killed off the Orion, as Solarian species was probably the worst creatures that lived near the surface of the ocean, were hit much harder than those that lived deep in the ocean. This is consistent with what would happen during a strong gamma ray burst in a galaxy the size of the Milky Way. Gamma ray bursts happen about once every few 100,000 years according to astronomers. Even though they can be very bad, you have to be pretty close to be hurt by one. A gamma ray burst happens about once every 5 million years, which is close enough to affect life on Earth. In other words, since the Earth was made 4.6 billion years ago, there have been about 1,000 events. So the chances of a close gamma ray burst aren't at zero, but they're low enough that you don't need to worry about them unless you want to live for about 5 million years. Humanity obviously made it through the gamma ray explosion unharmed, but this still demonstrates how far their effects may travel. Don't fret. Threats to Earth from gamma ray bursts are extremely low. All of the closest contenders for gamma ray bursts have been studied by astronomers, and none of them are either close enough or orientated in a way that would cause them to strike Earth. Therefore, what do you think? In our solar system, Earth shines like a sapphire jewel. We go about our daily lives without knowing. The trouble could be coming from deep space. The routes that Earth and most other things take around the sun can be predicted most of the time. Things are quiet and easy, but sometimes they get crazy and violent. Earth can be hit by space. Rocks zapped by dangerous space weather, jolted, jostled, and threatened by the object's energy and cosmic forces. The Earth is on a wild ride through space that is often very dangerous. When you're moving fast on a predetermined path, you hope nothing crosses because there's nothing you can do. Well, at the moment, there are about 2,000 objects that we can't say for sure won't hit Earth. We now have the technology to keep near-Earth objects from ever hitting Earth again. We can now literally start to change the local solar system to make it better for our life. The question is whether or not we will end up like the dinosaurs. It's hard to believe that the Earth has been around for more than 4.5 billion years because it's been through a lot since it was born. Asteroids that come into our orbit every year keep hitting our world like a boxer, but one day, Earth could be knocked out. We've learned that near Earth, objects fly by us all the time, and we're getting more and more able to change our surroundings to help us stay alive. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.